Okay, I'm going to try a video on this one because there's just so much that it's going to be more efficient. Here's where we go in. It's a little addition on the side. On the back there, on the right side, there's about 4 feet of addition. You can see by that small window where the house has a cutout, an alcove in there. And we'll see that on the inside. If I go in this way, the floor is low here right by the entrance, and you can see on the right side that it's also low. The ceiling has failed. This there's a missing beam there. Wherever this wall was cut out, there's no beam there. It's probably a 2x4 or something, not much. Then right, the second floor wall aligns with that beam right there, that board there. Then you can see there's an indentation in the wall. That's the side of the kitchen. That over there is a chase. It is not a chimney. You can see a hose bib on the bottom and a vent at the top. Electrical panel is on the opposite side of that. The wall takes another jog there. That's kind of an awkward arrangement. Anyway, we get to the original house. Here's the kitchen in the back. The joist had failed underneath where the sink was. A lot of moisture coming in there. The ceiling actually doesn't look too bad. It's pretty solid, so I guess the roof on this area is in a okay shape. The kitchen actually, right from the middle of the door there is a second floor wall goes up. So this rear portion is 1 story only, and the wall line is right about where that fixture is. It's right in the middle of the door. You can see that on the pictures from the outside. And the door on the outside, you can see a little bit of deflection, but actually the framing doesn't look too bad. Again, the wall line comes down, I guess, right at that jamb, or maybe a little to the right of it, but not over that opening. There again, the south wall of the house. I have to look at the pictures again to see how that works. Alright, so anyway, we get back to the original house. The middle room is basically 3 sections: the kitchen, the middle room, and the front room, plus a front porch. Stairs, there's 13 risers going up. There's a 3-foot deep bathroom there. The floor on the other side there, you'll see, is really depressed. This floor has some depressions in it along this wall a little bit. The floor, generally speaking, has a lot of waves in it. So right here at the base of the stairs, where we'd normally say, wow, that's really bad, relatively speaking, it's less than some of the other spots. Still, it looks like there's about an inch depression here. And then over here you can see a lot of water's been going in here, getting underneath there. The piers are sinking. Probably the wood framing is all deteriorated from moisture and just crushed. Up there at the stair opening, you can see the gypboard is pulling down a little bit. I don't think that's a beam issue. The header there on this opening looks fairly intact. Probably the plywood is helping us stiffen the wall a little bit. Okay. All the windowsills in the whole place and windows have a lot of moisture around them, in bad shape. You can see that's water coming down from the bathroom above. This door header is really sloped, and then you get into this front room, and I don't know if you can see it from the video. Yeah, that's a pretty good angle there. You can see there's a big hump in the middle of the floor. It is depressed about 1 inch on the front, maybe 2 inches. On the back wall, that wall right there, it's 3 inches down relative to a ceiling which is not very flat. I did not have a level line to measure against, but anyway, in the middle here it was 3 inches higher than over there, so it might actually be more than 3 inches. Upstairs you can see at the top of the stairs, the door to the front bedroom right here, it's down about 2 inches. You get over to this side of the bedroom upstairs, and I guess it follows that line pretty much. Again, everything is so sloped and out of level that minor irregularities lose their significance, and they don't look so bad. That header doesn't look too bad. The window's been painted recently. There's a lot of caulking though. There's moisture everywhere. Now that's a 6-foot deep front porch. It's 1 story, so there's no floor above there. I've not been in there. This door doesn't open. It actually looks fairly intact. It looks like there's a concrete slab there. That looks like concrete. It might just be gray paint, but I think it's probably concrete. Going back again, there's the floor. It's really bad there. That wall needs to be underpinned. You can see the cracking here. It's this header on this side, and then up and down the jamb. So that's going to take some major underpinning there. The floor framing, the joists probably have suffered some moisture damage on this end by the bathroom, especially in here. The bathroom is directly above this area here. And I would guess that these joists at that end, they're all messed up. And I don't know if you, without getting in there, you can only assume that they are not doing their job. Anyway, the floor, the irregularity of the floor is a combination of crushing of the floor joists due to moisture damage, and there might be some foundation settlement as well, just from the ground getting all soggy and the piers pushing down, or the continuous wall. I don't know if that's a continuous wall and continuous footing underneath that wall, or if it's individual piers. I'm going to go up 13 risers. You can see there's a ceiling up there. There's plaster and lath. 2x4 roof framing is visible on the outside. There's about an 18-inch overhang on all sides, including the gable end, but of course no rafters sticking out the gable end. It's just an overhang. Here's the front bedroom. Ceiling looks pretty low. That ceiling height is only about 7 feet, looks like. Moisture damage around the windows. The ceiling looks fairly intact. There's the porch out front, a 6-foot porch, metal roof. Nice, pretty red. And actually it looks like it's keeping the water out pretty well. There's some moisture from the roof coming down. This is that problem wall there that we were talking about below. You can see a vent coming up. So that complicates matters. A lot of times when you have an opening like that, the framing gets chopped up and then adjacent elements have to do more work than they were originally intended for. Especially if it's a retrofit and not part of the original thing. That window seems pretty bad. Here's the stairwell from the other side. Now, with that, generally when the plaster starts falling off, it's from moisture, so the problem with the roof there, and you can see the paint peeling, so that's also moisture. We've got issues with the roof. On this side, above the stairwell, maybe some humidity from the bathroom too. Again, here's the other side. So that vent in the wall is not, I don't know, there might be a stud cut underneath there, but it's hard to say what's going on. Here's the bathroom floor. Is pretty saggy. Joist probably failed. Over here you can see a depression on the toilet, so we got your typical water. Here's me. Hello. My glasses. I lose this sometimes on my head. There's some ceiling or roof leak. Anyway, the bathroom floor. It's been a lot of water going down. I wouldn't be surprised to find that the plumbing just doesn't even exist down in the crawl space. I don't know how to get in the crawl space. I'm not sure we could get in there anyway. Judging from the pictures outside, the crawl space looks like it's about 12 to 18 inches. Here's an issue with the floor framing is sagging. You can see the door header is sloped. There's your culprit: moisture, leakage. Here's some more evidence of the water coming through the roof. And then the back room. Actually, I can get an opening here, but it's hard to see much in there. My flashlight's downstairs. Going into the back room, on this back wall, you can see the kitchen extends another 5 feet beyond the second floor back wall. So this is right over the middle of the kitchen. And apparently there's a pretty stout beam. It seems to be okay. And also at the intersection of this roof with the vertical surface, we didn't see a lot of problems with this kitchen ceiling, so that joint seems to be pretty well intact, although I'm sure once you start tearing into it, you're going to find some issues, and that would need to be reflashed, no doubt. Where are we? Okay, there's a 6 foot deep closet going over this. Actually, there's the back of the stairwell, and then this is over the kitchen. The roof goes to the far wall. So this is a non-bearing partition here. Floor framing, I'm assuming, goes front to back throughout here. This is all chopped up down below. Alright, so what happens here? The second floor is just a straight line. So the sidewall aligns with that failed beam at the first floor entrance. The notch out in the first floor level. The edge of the kitchen is along here, and then it goes out that way. So this is a little bit of additional area. That mechanical chase comes up underneath here, I guess. When I lay it out on a plan sketch, it'll be more clear. That's about it. So I have to review that and see what I missed in my narration, but there's not much more to see. If I skipped past it too quickly, I have to review. All right.